hurt us anyone. We don't want to make enemies here. This is just our thoughts. All right. Okay, let's move on to the boys. The
Not to get it
boys.
serious.
All right.
Personal opinions
This starts
will be
tomorrow.
put aside, of course.
I have the knowledge. I have the knowledge.
I think we got good knowledge for this one.
I think we're pretty.
So, just looking at the seating, I think most of it is pretty good. I think it's good. I think it's really
yes,
good.
yes.
I'm just happy that we were recognized. I'm gonna speak for our team. Forget it. Like, just being a 3 seed as the third place team in a division is so unlikely. Like no offense to all the other teams. There's a lot of teams up here that work really hard. But in terms of just like who like has shown up to like tournaments, ICHA invitationals, just putting in the work. The results are showing. It's top 3 right there. Queens won this year.
I would like to give my thanks and a shout out to the commissioner of PSAL of Handball. Man, he didn't want to do it in the first place. He didn't want to make the Queens 1-3-way rivalry of the 1, 2, and 3, but he did it. And I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to do it. It's all good.
I think he did that in the bracket.
You never know, right? Like at the end of the day, like it makes sense, Like if you see a 7-3 team, that doesn't usually reflect a 3 seed, especially with other divisions where their teams going 10-0. Strength of division definitely plays a factor, but coaches who put in work, teams who put in work, players who put in work, ICHA, not just invitationals. The results will show. All right. So yeah, let's I think everything looks good. LIC, I'm just gonna speak on LIC. Speaking of Queens 1, like LIC is a 25, probably should be higher, but I mean, again, it sucks.
No, that LIC is easily a top 15 team.
Yeah, realistically, I think so too.
Is below Brooklyn technical, which
that's outrageous.
Honestly, is outrageous.
We have seen.
Wait, what? Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
LIC at 25 when Brooklyn Tech is at 9.
Yeah, we've seen LIC, and we'll speak on that when we go through the bracket. I mean,
okay.
It is unfortunate for Brooklyn Tech. Yeah, they had to graduate, their entire lineup. But they're back, and hopefully they grow. You know what I mean? We saw the sophomores. They have like sophomores in their lineup and juniors, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's a rebuilding year since they're a 9, but they've got young kids. So when you guys are gone, they might give me problems later. You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna have Jeremiah and stuff and Andy
don't
still.
Worry. Yeah, Mike's man on your team. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. All right. What else? There was another one, and not just LIC, but also I think Francis Lewis is probably starting to rebuild too. Yeah, I think that might need to be a little higher.
Actually, yeah. I mean, the commission doesn't really have anything to go off of, for LIC.
Yeah, it sucks.
I don't think they have that many images set up, so like he doesn't really see how like they do against other divisions. So it's understandable.
That's always like the hard part about it. Yeah, Goldstein 28. They're not terrible.
They're not bad.
I wouldn't say they're like the bottom of the scene. But I mean, it's hard. It's always hard. Like all these teams, like they work hard. Everybody works hard, and it's hard to make a bracket.
Make it to playoffs is an achievement to most.
Yep.
But no, congrats. Yeah, simple.
Yep. All right, let's get into it. So Aviation is the only team that's getting a bye. All these rounds start tomorrow. Okay, so let's go with the first one. Telecom versus University Neighborhood.
Oh, 16-17.
Mm-hmm.
Telecom. I think Telecom has that.
Yeah, just from the experience of, the previous year, they have David Telez, they had
Alan
Martinez.
Yes, and Diego Calixto. Yes, that's his name for singles.
And I'm sure they go by and help. I would like to hope so.
I know Alan. I forgot what his name was. I think. I know he trains Oscar Tenestaka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He even trained Santi, the guy who beat Jeremiah from a junior.
Who? Oscar is the who beat Jeremiah?
Tiago.
Tianti?
No, Tiago.
Tiago, yes.
You mean from?
Tiago,
well, he's from Brooklyn Tech. That guy's from Brooklyn Tech.
No, but he trained him.
Okay.
So obviously he can they're getting up there. They're gonna get up there.
Oh yeah. Those Brooklyn guys, they work together. I know we do the same, but those Brooklyn guys, I feel like they always are like meshing together,
All
like always hanging out or
yeah.
playing together or something.
Maybe
You got to
Queens
figure out what
more
they do.
more
Queens one
focused
is
on themselves.
yeah, yeah. There's definitely a different dynamic, and you notice it at ICHA tournaments. But I'm also gonna go Telecom here, just solely because they usually have a decent team. Um, all that. No offense to University Neighborhood, solid coach there too. I've met him before. Brooklyn Tech, Francis Lewis.
Brooklyn Tech. I mean, they lost Justin Chung, they lost Pradeep, they lost Caillou, but still, number 9 in the city after all those losses, still
Yep.
pretty impressive.
Yep, for
I'm
sure.
gonna take Brooklyn Tech.
Erick, you go first.
I honestly, I feel like maybe a close game. I don't know because I don't know too much about Francis Lewis. But if like we've seen Brooklyn Tech's first singles, and
Yeah.
I don't know second, third, and like they rank up. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think could be an upset. So I think I'll go with Francis.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna go with Erick here. This is a tough one. No offense to Brooklyn Tech, they're always good, always good. We seen the one. We never. I don't think we've really seen the other 6 guys. Francis Lewis usually has a good team, and what's their record? I mean, at 24, they probably lost to Dozo and Bayside twice. They're probably 6-4. Yeah,
I mean, that is a solid. That's like a really good.
and
That's a pretty good division.
yeah,
There's
there's nothing to be ashamed about if you go 6-4 and you play Dozo and Bayside. That's literally LIC. You go 6-4, but you played you played
Top
yeah,
team.
Bryant, QTAV. You know what I mean? That's why this is rough. Who should I?
That's the big 3. Yep.
I'm going with Francis. I'm going with Francis.
You went with Brooklyn Tech, right?
Oh.
I should have let Erick go first. I mean, I should have went first. Damn, I'm a tiebreaker. Because this is rough. This is a really hard one to pick. I don't know. This is a sneaky 24 seed. If I was Brooklyn Tech, I would not take this game lightly. This is not going to be a walk in the park.
No game is taken.
Oh yeah, for sure. In general, nobody should.
Especially after newcomers against Gabriel Rendon and Water.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Especially after that.
We have to point that one out. Shoot. I'm gonna be honest. If there was a gun pointed to my head and I had to choose, I would go Francis Lewis. I know. It's so crazy to say that.
Francis Lewis would be like an LIC situation. They are playing top teams every single time, and obviously, what can you expect from like the 3-4? You feel me?
I think but I think out of all the games, I think this one I'd probably be the most likely to be wrong on this one. Like this is like it's a 9-24 at the end of the day. Brooklyn Tech has gotten a little weaker. I would go Francis Lewis, but if Brooklyn Tech wins, I wouldn't be surprised. That's okay. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna go 3-2 or 4-1. It's not gonna be a sweep. Both of these.
Close game for sure.
Yeah. If I was Brooklyn Tech, I would not sleep on this team. If I was Francis Lewis, I would go in there thinking like we have a big shot to win. Speaking of that one, then the next one's even is also gonna be hard. This is Sty versus LIC. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
All right, Arturo, what do you got? Who you got?
I'm taking the unfathomable 25-8 upset. I'm going LIC.
I think 25C takes it. I've played against Erick. He's solid. I was playing a little bit doo-doo. The courts are rough over there, but of course you give him a shot, he's gonna put it away. I'm saying.
Yes. And the man has a left.
It'll surprise you, but my Pee-wee serve, he picked it up, sent it right over my head perfectly.
I don't know who their first singles is, but if you're listening, please listen and do not think about that left is easy pickings. It's not.
Erick is solid. Erick is a solid player.
And shout out to Erick, by the way. He was actually the only one from his LIC team to go to Invitationals. Yes.
Yeah.
He played Sebastian. Honestly, even that was a close game. He did pretty good against Sebastian.
Yes.
Erick 6-4. Probably the 4 losses were us, QT, AV 4 times probably. They played us once. They probably played AV once and QT twice or something.
Yes.
Let's see. They played AV once. No, they played AV twice. No, they played QT once.
Oh no, they AV twice.
They played AV twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before their senior night. Yes.
So yeah, But the thing is, Stuyvesant though, their one is also good. This guy, Daniel Tebble, he's good. He's very good. He was at Invitationals last year. I know him because he was also on the football team at Sty. This kid's good. It's not gonna be that game's actually a toss up more than you think. Daniel versus Eric, but Eric is
Wow.
good. The rest
Eric,
though, like these guys are seniors. They're there. They've been in this position. Man, this one's rough. You both have LIC.
I have. I mean,
Actually, I want to point out, even though I'm voting for LIC, the courts at LIC make a big difference
They do,
when
they
you're
do.
when you're playing at LIC. But they're playing at Stuyvesant. Yeah, they're playing at Stuyvesant. It's gonna
Yep.
be another variable. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I searched up LIC just to see their outdoor court scores. So like when they played newcomers, or when they played like arts and business. See like this arts and business 4-1 who lost. Alejandro lost. He lost 21-20. And then the rest 7,
Yeah.
12, 2, 15.
I mean, Archie Business third thing was he is good. He wants it more than anybody else.
Yeah. Very respectful, polite guy, nice guy.
Yes. Don't let the neck tattoos fool you. He's a very nice guy.
He's a very nice guy. I agree.
All right, yeah, I guess. Oh man, this is rough. It feels weird because I just took Francis Lewis at the 24, but I think I'd also take LIC at the 25. Yeah, yeah,
The Queens one division is stacked, man. Don't let the 25.
yeah. That's these two are the most rough to tell for me.
I think LIC is like really united. You know, I think they're gonna push each other through, and I think they're gonna take the W.
Yeah, I think LIC will take this one. Bryant LIC rivalry, but at the end of the day, like I think this year they're way better than last year. Props to the coach for really getting a good team together this year, and I think he lost some guys, right?
He lost their first singles from last year.
Oh no, nobody. Oh yes,
Yes, he
he lost
Check
this
last year.
guy
Last
even
year.
though he was a sophomore. Oh, and then imagine if they had this kid. This kid was good as a sophomore too.
His serve was really good.
Yeah,
He also
yep.
thought
He gave Jason a problem.
Dang.
But if this kid was still
Jason,
here,
yeah.
LIC would like be really good actually. But it's unfortunate. All right, I'll take LIC. All right, so we have LIC there. Staten Island Tech, Goldstein.
Wow.
We've seen both.
This is
I don't know much about Staten Island. Goldstein.
Oh yes,
they're
Erick,
okay.
you weren't there. That's correct.
yeah, you fucking
Goldstein's not bad.
dunk.
I know they were when we played them. The lineup was a little bit mixed. So
Hmm.
their first singles was solid. Like from what I saw, their actual first singles was pretty solid.
You mean the one who played Gabriel, or
Yeah.
like the one they moved up, or they said they were gonna move? Yeah.
Yeah, he has good form. I saw his whip. His whip is pretty.
Yeah.
Power was there. The power was definitely there.
That kid was
He can get to
stressing me out.
ball.
I really thought Gabriel was
Other than
gonna lose.
What?
Other than that, I don't know much. Can't really say much about Staten Island. So I think Arturo has this.
This is the first seed. This is the first match where we played both teams, and I played Staten Island's first singles. I think he has that win based off pure power. Although there is a slight. What is the opposite for improvement?
Regression.
We'll take regression. There's a slight regression in skill, but we all saw what he did. He got 11 on Jason. He immediately rolled his Pee Wee serve in playoffs. But the third singles game is going to be very interesting. Both of those guys have amazing power. Both of those guys can semi-rally. But I'm going to take Staten Island Tech based off because the doubles, from what I remember, Goldstein are non-existent. I'm going to use a nicer word.
Waiting for the nicer word. A
A
little weaker, just a little weaker.
Weaker, yes,
Okay.
yes. Then Bryant, compared to Bryant.
Remember, doubles. I think Staten Island might want it more, and I think their first singles has more experience.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Staten Island Tech, over Goldstein. Unfortunately, I love the coach of Goldstein. He's the guy. He is him, and the coach of Staten Island Tech. Oh, these two teams. Oh man, Brooklyn teams are so awesome.
Both those teams are incredible. Both so friendly. Both off of sportsmanship. I love both these guys. Both these teams.
I love both
But
these teams.
one has to go home in the first round. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think Staten Island takes it.
Yep, I agree. Betrides versus Chelsea.
This is two teams about, I believe.
Yeah.
Betrides has beaten Bryant in football, of course. We have all heard that story.
We've never played Betrides, but we should have. There was one year where we should have. If
I
we
could
won
have
our
swore
game.
y'all played Patrice.
If
I'm
we
not even gonna get into this.
if we won our game, our playoff game, we would have played Patrice, but then we lost.
No, I could have swore. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get back onto you on that.
For sure.
Which division is this?
This is Manhattan Bronx 1. This is Bronx Science. Oh no, sorry. This is Sty Division.
So,
So-
wait, they played Sty, right?
Yeah, they played Sty.
What
Uh,
were the score?
Against Sty 4-1 and where's the other one? I think they only played Sty once, I guess. Right here.
Frick.
I do-
played division.
That's true too. I do want to point out Chelsea Tech coach Christos, great man, awesome guy, man, awesome guy. He's pushing his kids. He has a smaller school, but he always gets a good team. And I have been keeping tabs on this team because he said at the beginning of the season he said that his team was made not as strong as last year, or he has like new guys or something like that, and maybe they wouldn't want to compete with us, or like wouldn't be able to, but I'm sure they could have. All right, and I do remember keeping tabs on this team, and they have a female at like second or third singles. Did y'all know that?
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
It's the same. She was at the scrimmage last year.
Second singles.
Yeah,
Oh
she's second
my
singles.
God.
Wow.
Did y'all not
clap it
know
up
that?
for her. Can we get a clap it up for her?
Oh, for sure.
That's incredible.
For sure. She was at
Gabriel
the.
is throwing a fit right now.
I do remember Esmeralda had great power.
Yeah,
Great
she
power
was at second
on her
levels last
serve.
year.
Yes. It was.
Yeah.
He has a solid overhand serve.
Good for her.
Solid.
She is doing the impossible and becoming a star.
She's
for my
5-4.
boys. Wow.
Nice.
Still solid. Can we see the scores against Chelsea?
Yes, I want to see these
They
scores.
played
I want to see these scores.
Against who? Sty?
against
Start with Sty.
Probably 9. Ooh, yeah. Okay.
So I'm telling
Okay.
you, this guy Daniel's good from Sty. I don't know if the rest of the team will compete with Francis Lewis or LIC, but we'll see. Daniel's good. The Anthony Lopez won, and then here the third singles was the guy who won, 21-7 there. We got the second doubles here, 21-19. It's all right.
Very close.
The other three that didn't win though, under 10, rough. But yeah, there's Chelsea.
And what are the scores against each other? Because they have played each other.
With Chelsea?
Yeah.
Chelsea versus Patrides?
I think
There's no score.
No, Patrides is in the Staten Island division.
I'm bugging. My bad.
Lock in, bro. Come on.
Yep. Patrides in the Staten Island division, and they're 10-0. Well, they haven't, but the thing is, look at their division. These teams they play in the Staten Island 2 division as well, and I guess Patrides never played. They got lucky enough not to play Staten Island Tech. Yeah, they don't have Staten Island Tech this year, so they got to be 10-0. I'm gonna go with just looking at these numbers. I guess I'll go Patrides. I will go Patrides, unfortunately,
No.
but. Also, Chelsea will have to go to Patrides. They will have to go to Staten Island to play this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, that sucks for them. That really sucks. But they're in Lower Manhattan anyway. But still, unfortunately, just for that too, the travel, not knowing the courts, anything like that, gotta go to Patrides. I think I'm gonna go Patrides. I would love to see an upset. I don't know if they'll have it in them, but I will go Patrides.
Especially from that second singles, man. We all want to see that. We
Oh,
all wanna
yeah.
see her win.
We all want to see her win for sure. You guys remember her, right? From last year, she was around. Yeah.
Yes. Be Gabriel.
It was very
She
nice.
beat
It was
Gabriel?
very nice.
She did not beat
Yeah.
Gabriel. She did.
It was Gabriel, yes.
Dang, Gabriel. I don't know. I'll mention this to him tomorrow.
And then she also got, I think 11 on Hillary.
Oh
Same.
wow.
Wow. Really?
Nice, nice.
Off
Oh
the
yes,
picture.
I remember this now. She wanted to go play with the girls, or the girls wanted to play her, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
But it was a solid game.
11 is more than what mostly everyone got last year. That's what I think.
Hillary was top player, and she got 11.
Yep.
She deserved it.
All right, we got
What?
Madison New Dorp. Madison New Dorp.
Know nothing about any of these teams.
I will go Madison. Not just because of this, but also Madison usually has a decent team. Let's see how they did this year.
I think
Here's some scores here. They played, I think, Goldstein 3-2, and
Who won?
Goldstein 3-2.
Huma, what was it?
Probably the singles guys.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually the double. Oh, sorry. Who won? Probably the doubles guys. My bad. I meant double because of the doubles.
That first game
because
is
of the
close.
Goldstein doubles. Yeah, and then they just needed one singles guy to win, and it was the third singles. Aiden Lee sounds familiar. I feel like he might
Damn,
have
the
been
guy played Eric is not a stutter.
the guy who played Eric is not a.
The guy who I played, his name was Eric. We both.
Did you just refer yourself in the third person?
No. The guy I played from Goldstein was named Eric.
Ah,
But he's
Yeah.
I see. So we're going Madison here, right?
I think
Yeah.
Madison.
Yeah.
Here's another one that we both played: Midwood Irving. Midwood versus Washington Irving.
I think Midwood takes it.
Our first game and our most recent game.
Yes, that is correct. Our first game and our most recent game. Yes. Yeah.
Honestly, Joseph Tron surprised me more than anything.
Oh man.
That serve was really. That serve was.
That
Talk about that serve.
Scrimmage.
Andy was shook.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think shook was the right word. Surprised.
I don't think Irving's gonna get past that serve. And Aiden Mohammed, he hustle. He has that. He wants it. He has that passion.
Yeah. Third singles is a lefty. Surprises everyone whenever they play a lefty.
I think 5-0 all the way. Midwood's.
Yeah. That doubles is doubles. Oh, you don't have Elvis.
Great coach.
Fantastic coach.
Yep.
Coach,
Yep.
of course.
Arguably a top two coach of all time.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about all time. Right now. Sorry.
Top 2 boys coach, overall coach. What are we talking about here?
Boys.
Oh,
No,
okay.
overall.
Just making sure.
Solid coach.
Actually, I mean, we do have,
got
Cabillos.
Chong
We
Tu,
do have the
Lee.
girls' Midwood coach. We have Villa.
He's Sakarin. Hello.
Oh, who? Sorry.
All right, yeah. So we got Midwood there, right?
Yeah, Midwood, of course.
Yeah. Solid team with Irving.
Yeah,
But just Midwood is gonna outmatch them. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we got Bryant versus Sunset Park.
Next.
Yeah, we're gonna go Bryant here, right?
Yep.
Should be a solid game. We should, Just no offense to Sunset Park. They got guys. We spoke about some of them already, right?
Two Sunset Park High Schools. Defense. Brian did lose all of their seniors.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did.
But I think that's it.
We
Do
did
with that
maintain
information as you may.
speed, of course.
Mm-hmm.
With the whole roster that was all subs last year.
Yes. We've managed to beat teams with 4 subs in, and then we had new guys. We had our first singles, Andy, coming back. We had Pancham coming back, and
Yep. Shout out to you guys for sure. Yeah. But Sunset Park, shout out to them. Yeah, for sure. They got some guys. Hopefully, Coach Ramirez, he's a great guy. Hosted us last year. Does something with these guys who want it, like Jeremy we saw, and Edwin we saw. Edwin is sub. I could have swore I saw him as second doubles.
maybe he doesn't want it.
Wait, I could have swore I saw him at second doubles the other day. Well, he's here. Yeah, I could have swore I saw he was second doubles. Well, whatever. Yeah, he's playing most of these games. I hope he's okay. Hope he's all right. What up?
Hope he is okay.
Or maybe I'm just wrong, but yeah, they got those 2 guys who are there. So we'll see tomorrow, and hopefully they grow. He's got a lot of sophomores, so be on the lookout for this team in the future. Oh, I'm lying. He has 2 sophomores, and we saw. Wait, Edwin is junior. Am I completely wrong? What the hell? I thought Edwin was a sophomore also. Anyway, juniors, sophomores. Hopefully he does something with these guys, for sure, that want it, and recruits. Queen Science versus EBC Bushwick.
Ooh, don't know.
Don't know too much about these teams.
Either.
50-50 game, it seems. This is the middle game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Queen Science.
Yeah, Queens, we are in Queens after all.
You are,
That
yeah.
too. Well, they do play Townsend Harris. And I think it was 3-2, both of them.
Oh, let's take a look at that.
Yeah. They definitely took the doubles. Second doubles.
Ooh, these were a close game. Top 3 were close, sort of.
And this is the team we'll probably see next round.
Lost.
Where's James?
James is James.
Oh.
Yeah.
114.
Yeah, he lost.
Sad, man. He wants it. He's pretty decent.
Yeah. So that
James
first
is more-
singles. Then we
They
also
handle.
have the second singles here. This guy was on the team last year. I don't think he was at our scrimmage.
I don't think.
Yeah, but he was a solid kid. I know he stayed late.
Yes, I remember. Everybody moved up. I'm pretty sure. No.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
much.
Yeah, Elvis played second, yeah. And then Elvis is comparable to this guy, the third. I mean, I still got Townsend Harris. Sorry. I still got Queen Science as well.
Who does
EBC
Bushwick play in their
Bushwick.
division?
I think they were first in their division, but they were like 8-2. Just like some of the games they lost to some of these teams, so like they split some. I
Yeah,
think
I
this
think. I think.
this
I think,
division
yeah,
is not too strong either. No offense to everybody in here. Yeah. And I love some of these. Have you seen some of the numbers that this school puts up, like on their stats? Have you guys ever noticed?
Oh,
I know some of you guys look.
yes.
I know some of you
Yes.
guys see it.
Oh my God, yes.
I need to take his third on, bro.
Yeah.
Someone has like 100 million.
Bro, can we get a post scrimmage with this team?
Just to see their aces and stuff.
Yes. I want to see the serve. I want to see the serve and the kills.
Category aces. Look at those guys. Oh my.
Woo!
98 aces in
Is
10.
that Kevin Law serving?
What does that even mean? How do you get? Wait.
98 aces in 10 matches.
Also, I just want to be clear on Alan Jiang of Midwood. The serve, I could have received. I'm not sure how many aces he got.
98 aces.
Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know.
Maybe he really is just him because there's nobody else on his team that has that many aces.
Maybe. But I remember that because they did it last year too. Holy moly!
Where am I?
We're gonna need a word with the we're gonna have a word with the commissioner after this.
Andy only has 17. Alex Salas only 17.
Right? You see that?
I thought Alex Salas was the number four player in the city, man. What's going on here?
It's not.
Anyway, all right. So Queen Science there. All right, Brooklyn Secondary leadership.
Do we have any? I don't believe we do.
Brooklyn Secondary, they're solid. They're a solid team. They got kids on that team who are coming back from last year for sure. Last year they did well too. They lost in the quarters to Cardozo. They were 10-0 and they lost to Cardozo. I remember this. But they were outmatched by the Cardozo guys.
Wait, Cardozo was solid.
Yeah, they were outmatched, but they did get a good seed, and I think it was warranted. Like they were like top 8 or something like that. But I think it was warranted. They did lose. Oh, they did lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They did lose 6 seniors, and these guys are young. This could be a problem next year. Oh well, they got two graduating, but still, they got a Brandon Medina. And then yeah, so there's that. We saw I want to say we saw this guy 2 years ago. We
heard
did.
the name Cat before.
What's up?
I feel like I've heard Cats before. Like I've seen Cats.
He was on the team with that Bo kid, freshman year when we played them.
Oh.
Let's see. Was he a starter that year? So Mauricio beat Kenny, Jason beat Bo, Andy beat Yarrow. These two were beat there. Oh, he was the second doubles. So good for him. He's like a first singles now. Was that what it was? Good for him. I think Brooklyn Secondary will take this one. Oh, this is the All City Leadership Academy. This is the team with the crazy stats.
I don't know. Shit. Sebastian Rosero.
True.
100. What? I don't know. 1,000,000 aces, 198 aces, 10 games. I don't know. He could make. What's that? 100 and
We gotta see it.
Yep.
112.
We're going Brooklyn Secondary there.
Yeah, Brooklyn Secondary.
I'm going Brooklyn. Yeah. Cardozo Transit Tech.
I think Cardozo takes.
Yeah. Cardozo should take that.
Played them. Solid team.
Oh yeah. You guys were on your A game that day. That was nuts. I don't know how you guys just smoked them. All of you guys. Besides you.
We'll meet him in quarters.
Yep.
Quarters, yeah, they're coming to IS-10. This is the first time I see any of them at IS-10.
Oh yeah. That'll be a good game as long as we get there. All right, Bayside Westinghouse.
Bayside.
Bayside. Yo, I feel like Bayside always plays Westinghouse for some reason. I don't know. That's just how I feel. So they play Westinghouse here. They played Westinghouse here in the first round too. They did not play Westinghouse there. And not there. Oh, they just played Westinghouse last year too. That's why I got a little confused. Sorry, but yes, I got Bayside there. John Medina carrying the team. John Thatch.
You know, he's training Jonathan Thatch. You know, he's
Mhm.
okay, but he wants it too. He beat Maverick last time. Big upset, but
I'm joking.
He did.
Sure.
Yeah, he left Maverick on like really low.
Four.
That's that's
There was
nuts.
something.
Eric is shaking right now. He never thought Maverick could lose that badly.
There was something that happened prior. You know,
Yes, that is true. That is very true.
You guys know. You don't have to say it, but do you guys know what happened? Or just like he wasn't in the right mind space.
I was told it was a personal thing. We don't like to pry around here.
Yeah,
Maverick
for
said
sure.
Personal thing, something really, really stupid happened to him, and so he was off his A game. So I understand.
All right,
But
well,
it's still a pretty impressive for Maverick Chen. No matter what, he is a solid player.
Yep.
But
Maverick is gonna want to win again.
that is true. So hopefully Maverick's okay, everything like that. Bayside,
Yes.
solid team with the coach too. This guy had like a crazy legacy back
Overall.
then in the
Nice guy.
2010s.
Nice guy.
Yep.
Yeah, really nice.
Bronx Science, economics, finance. Probably Bronx
Because we know
Science.
who you're gonna pick.
Oh yeah, that's where I graduated from. I'm going Bronx Science. Hopefully they're good.
Do they have players? They have returning players, right?
They have returning players, yeah.
Do they have? Oh, I was about to say. Oh no, never mind.
I don't know if they're warranted a 10 seed. But hopefully they don't get upset anywhere. I mean, if it's round of 16, they probably would lose next round. Oh yeah, they probably would. Oh, Bronx Science, economics and finance. I think they snuck into the playoffs, but this
Really?
yeah, their first singles is also female. This is a female,
Huh?
I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm like pretty sure.
Kennedy. Is that Kennedy? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, that is Kennedy. Walker Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy Hot Chicken? Oh, no,
Look, see, yeah, tennis girls varsity. See, she is a female. Yeah.
Wow.
Their first singles.
That's
She's
losses?
0-2 though, so I don't know. Maybe she doesn't play often, or I don't know,
About to
whatever
make
it is.
playoffs?
Oh well, they got a lot of like 999s on their schedule, so whatever. But anyway, Bronx Science, Townsend Harris, Brooklyn Community, BCAM, right? They're called BCAM. They're in the Brooklyn Tech division. So BCAM went 7-3. They lost twice to Brooklyn Tech, I would assume, 1 and 2, and then they lost to A Tech. They lost to A Tech 3-2. Who you guys got?
Townsend Harris, man. That serve.
Townsend Harris.
Serve. That Tyrese serve.
You mean
Oh,
Coach Kevin Lau's Tyrese serve?
All of their singlets surprisingly have really good serves.
Yes.
Coached by D. Kevin Lau, but they honestly, James has a pretty good serve. I saw, I don't know his name, but I saw Lucky. Lucky has a really good serve too. I saw he had a pretty good serve.
Is that
And
Elvis?
then,
Is that the guy who came late?
Third, yeah, the guy that came late.
Yeah.
He was doing pretty good against Sebastian, obviously. But when he was up, he was serving really nice serves. So
Flashes of Jason Ng, if I had to say. It was like very small, very tiny, like
very yes.
Yeah.
That's big.
I think this is not an easy game for sure. I don't think Townsend Harris is going to go in here and show up and just 5-0 them. I don't think that's going to happen. They've got to be on their A game. I think it'll be like a 4-1, but I think Townsend Harris will take it. 4-1 or 3-2. Hopefully the doubles will show up that day because their doubles is also a little weak, yeah.
Kevin Lau wants it.
Kevin Lau.
Say that.
Kevin Lau wants it. You heard that, Coach Kevin. Keep it up. You want it.
Keep
Doing a
Make
good
sure
job,
to
man.
keep on it. A-Tech, Queens Tech.
Played both. Another game. Another bracket we played both.
I think A-Tech. No, but I think Queen-Tech takes it.
I think Lalo might have some trouble today. That day, yeah.
Lalo might have some trouble.
A-Tech's gonna...
He might meet his match.
Nah, Queens Tech all the way here. But
I just want to shout out A-Tech. They came to IS-10 against a team that went to the finals last year. That was...
Oh yeah.
They got guts.
Thanks for coming for
They
sure.
got guts.
Great team.
I don't think
Great
that's enough
coach.
experience.
Yep.
But guts is only gonna take you so far. Nah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this one's gonna be. I don't think A Tech will have enough here. Queens Tech. Queens Tech is gonna want it. Queens Tech is gonna be there. It's
That
gonna be.
The coach himself said that he knows that this is gonna be his last year for a while.
Could be his last year for a while.
If we take a look at that Queens Tech roster, you're gonna see
yeah.
senior.
That is actually insane.
I have a really good team.
What happened?
Queens Tech.
Not a single junior, not a single sophomore, not a single freshman. If you look at the inactive roster, there's nobody.
Yeah.
They're all. Oh my god.
Jeremiah Prabajumita is gonna have quite the division next year.
Yep.
Quite the division. It'll be a big mix-up in the division, but
it's gonna go back to how it should have been like last year. It's just gonna be an aviation Bryant rivalry. We're gonna get to that later.
Yes.
Yeah. Queens Tech.
All right, Queens Tech it is 5-0. Love the coach here. Awesome team. Thank you guys for coming too. Taking guts to come out.
All nice people. Nice people.
Just good luck.
Except for that Queens Tech team. I don't know about that guy. I don't know about that team.
Good luck to them. Good luck to them there. That's Queens Tech. All right, Aviation Telecom.
Let's not get twisted.
So what's our reason? I played one, pretty okay,
He gave you the belt.
He didn't give me no belt. Anyways, I think everything's.
I played their first doubles. That game did not last long. It was raining. I want to make sure everyone knows that it was raining that day. I'm not. It wasn't a lot of rain, but it was affecting my game, and I do blame the rain that day. That's next.
For the 18 points that you lost by?
Maybe there was something else. Maybe there was a small amount of pressure, and maybe it was aviation. The man is tall. He gets there, man. He's a leather lefty.
Am I blind? Dude, am I blind? Where is this thing? Oh, right here.
Yo, why are you pulling it up? Yo. Okay.
Oh, 16 points that you lost by. I'm sorry.
Overall, I did the most points. I got the most points overall. And 9 on one for me. Quite impressive, you feel me?
I'm going to take a non-biased opinion on this. Shout out to Aviation. They left all of Bryant under 10. That's impressive. To be fair, that team did lose all their seniors.
Our team, you mean?
No, yeah. I'm not part of Bryant after that. No, I'm a spectator.
Okay.
Yeah, great job on Aviation. They're gonna have some troubles in the finals this year.
They're gonna
if I say so myself.
All right, so we're going Aviation here. Aviation's punching their ticket to the quarters. 5-0. 5-0. Okay. We agreed on this one. It's Francis Lewis versus LIC. This is like straight up, I think, would flip a coin.
Oh, man.
You're saying that Francis Lewis is first singles, right? He can't be slept on, right?
Did I said that?
Did you? I'm asking if you said that. Is that what you said before?
I don't think I said that. I know he's all right. I mean, he's a returning kid. I think his name is Ivan. Right? Yeah, right here. He's been on the team for 3 years. He's been first singles for 3 years, I think, or something. I don't know. Whatever it is. But regardless, he's there. Who did he beat? He's 5-3. He beat somebody. Or unless he didn't play one of the games.
It is another strong. These are two strong divisions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So who you guys got? I'm going LIC. I'm going LIC.
I'm also going LIC.
I'm gonna take Francis Lewis. LIC has not gotten this far in the. No offense. Playoff experience matters, man. When it's game on the line, when the season's on the line, the pressure gets to you. It's that simple. I'm gonna go Francis Lewis.
I'm gonna stick to my LIC gut. They all seem really level-headed.
Yeah.
Shout out to LIC though. We all love you guys. The coach, we love the coach over here.
They're a nice family united over there. I think they got that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're going LIC there. Sorry, Francis Lewis. But that is a tough game. That is tough. This
Yes.
whole area right here, this is like really tough. Tough for. Like, if Tech comes out here to the quarters or Sty comes to quarters, like, that's like, it makes sense. Like, it's whatever. Like, literally, like, any four of these is like spin the spinner and one of these teams will go. That's crazy. All right, we got Tech Patrides.
Tech.
Tech.
Well, who?
Staten Island Tech
Staten
versus
Island Tech?
Patrides.
Oh,
yeah.
Staten Island Tech.
Staten
Solid
Island. If this was one Staten Island division, Staten Island Tech would still be at the top of the division, regardless. Yeah, there's Staten Island Tech. Let's move on.
Over there too, you know.
Yep. We have Madison versus Midwood.
Once again, I go Midwood.
I would go
Erick
Midwood.
Lee, that's an all-time great right there. Mount Rushmore.
Erick Lee pushes his team, you know.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna go Midwood. I think Midwood goes to this one 5-0. Yeah, unfortunately, but they've got it. Solid team. One through
Solid.
7. Just so solid. I can't believe it. Like we
Very
walked in-
well-rounded.
Yeah.
Very well
They,
rounded.
you know, lose David, they lose Kenny, but still a solid team.
Yes.
Okay, we have Bryant versus Queens High School of Sciences.
I'm gonna have to go, you know, Bryant here.
It should be 5-0.
Should be
It will be 5-0. Nah, I'm joking.
I mean, like I hope
Good,
it is.
good luck, friendly competition, but we will try our best to be 5-0 under 5. It's that.
fair. Like you can't really write anybody off, you know.
Yes.
You gotta try 100% from the start.
Yes, I agree.
We're playing to win, man.
Of course.
Sorry.
That's simple.
Sorry, Queens High School of Sciences. We're going Bryant here. Next one, we have Cardozo versus Brooklyn Secondary.
What can I say? Another fantastic Queens team.
No. Yeah.
Well-rounded, all of their singles. Melvin at 1, Maverick at 2, Colin at 3. And their doubles are also, even shout out to the doubles, man.
Oh,
They stepped up and put up great numbers on.
Pancham and Sebastian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Coach
yeah.
had a
Solid
strong
team.
word with those two after that game.
Yeah.
I know.
Man.
Alfred wants it. I know. He will put himself. They're all
Yep.
really good.
That's a
coach
solid
team.
game. Brooklyn Secondary is probably a solid team too. Maybe they're higher than 11, but Cardozo is just very well rounded. We're going Cardozo
They're
there.
really good.
Okay, we got Bayside Bronx Science.
They said no. Only team that they really compete with is Cardozo, obviously.
Yeah.
The Medina brothers, Thatch. I mean, those three are confirmed wins.
Those
Yeah.
three. Yeah. I don't know.
Solid.
Of course,
This early, it's a confirmed 3 wins.
but overall, I think Bayside takes it. But you never.
You never know. Never ever know.
Never
That's
know.
why you play.
Prove us wrong, please.
Okay, we have Townsend Harris versus Queens Tech.
Oh fuck.
Townsend versus Queens.
Lala might have some trouble again.
Yo, Johan might have some trouble, bro. I'm telling you, Hamas will roll his corner. Hamas will roll his corner the same way he rolled mine. I'm telling you.
Somebody got to take Queens Tech down.
Johan's serve is strong, but
Guys, look out for that sun. Look out for that sun, man.
My
Just
serve-
standing on the left
Look
side,
out
look
for
at
the
that
sun. Yep. This
serve
is round of
just as
16.
strong as Johan's, but he did indeed put my serve away. So I believe,
Yep.
solid game.
Lalo is not that tall, guys. Come on.
Yep. One game at a time. Play on the shady court. Well, it helps Queens
Yes.
Tech too, though. That's the problem. But this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough game for Queens Tech. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is gonna be Queens Tech here.
Yeah.
Coach
4-1.
Lau, great
Follow.
times, great season, but this is Queens Tech is very good. Very
Solid
very
team.
good.
Came out of nowhere.
Yes. Shout out
Yeah.
to Tom DeVoe. Somehow managed to get these guys grades up. That's
Yup.
impressive.
Really,
Yep.
yeah,
That's very impressive.
managed to get people.
Listen, there was rumors on the streets. We brushed them off. We shouldn't have done that. That was our mistake from the very beginning.
What
I
rumors
heard
on-
Lalo and eligible. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed out loud. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. The next rumor, Johan and eligible. Come on. Had a knee slapper. Come on. No, he became eligible. That serve is incredible.
Yep.
Shout out to Johan.
Yep. That's on me, guys. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I've seen them since last year. We knew who Johan was. We knew who Lalo was. and I straight up
QT Chris,
and QT Chris, and I've definitely spoke with all of them many times at IS10, at B-Way, and I'm like, you guys know this is your senior year. If y'all come together, you would have a really good team. I straight up said it. I texted coach many times. Yo, you have a solid team. If I were you, I would get on them in September and make sure they pass their grades, pass everything, and get them eligible. I did not think they'd actually do it.
They did it.
And they did it.
7, they did it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm very sorry, but it's good. It's good competition,
Very good competition.
Yes.
We're gonna.
We don't
get
want
to
no
that
Mickey
game
Mouse
later.
banner. Aviation LIC.
I mean, they've played over there,
Played them before at their courts.
at
Left
their
them.
court. Let the information speak for itself,
Like I said, playoff experience, aviation, LIC. There's a clear difference in
That's
not only in the amount of playoff appearances.
Oh wait,
but,
sorry. It's not LIC. We said Francis Lewis or LIC.
Oh. Either way, it's.
I said LIC.
are we? No, me and you said LIC.
Oh, okay,
Arturo.
yes. Sorry,
We're just trying
didn't
to
mean to
get to
cut
the
you off.
semifinals. Let's just.
Sorry, go ahead. So it
Either
is
way.
LIC. Yes. Okay.
They played them before. Same result.
Aviation. 5-0.
4-1.
Who loses?
What? Joseph. No. I'm trolling. 5-7. I'm trolling. We all love those guys over there. It's all friendly competition.
Competition.
One of them cuts my hair. He gives me fresh every time. Let's not get it twisted.
We'll be getting
5-7.
Ooh.
Okay, we have Staten Island Tech versus Midwood.
For 4 and 5 seed, I think it's not as close as it seems. I think honestly just takes it home.
Wait, 4 and 5. Does that mean Midwood, Brooklyn is going all the way to Staten Island Tech?
No, other way around. Staten Island Tech
Oh.
will go to Midwood because Midwood's the
Man.
four.
Guys, if you are listening, beware of those courts, man. Oh, beware of those courts, man. They fuck you up more. Oh, they mess you up more than you will realize.
Yep, I agree. Just the
Home court.
courts, very short courts. Probably like, I hate playing there. Absolutely hate playing there. Ugh, he gave me
We
nightmares
don't talk
again.
about 2023, but them courts messed us up for that season.
Yep. 2023 sucked. But yeah, I'm Staten Island Tech. Good luck. This would be. Who do you have, Eric? You said you have Midwood, right, Arturo?
No, we're all the way.
Oh, you too.
Let me think about that.
They're all solid. They're all solid players. You have 2 ambidextrous guys on your team. You have Midwood takes it.
I think the singles alone, Midwood will take all 3. Just them. I don't even the doubles. Staten Island Tech doubles is strong. Both of them. Second doubles especially. But
Third thing, 19 on Arturo.
Yeah.
Solid.
yep.
Yeah, I guess that's accurate, if you could say.
And the second singles of Midwood also smoking. Bryant.
Yes, the second singles.
Smoking a certain pack.
All right, yeah, we got Midwood. All right, so we're all in agreement there. Unfortunately, Staten Island Tech, I think that's the end of the road there.
Played both teams.
Yeah.
Played one of them with 2 subs in.
The singles
No,
will
but-
have to keep working for sure. I think the singles of Midwood are just really strong. All right, we have Bryant versus Cardozo.
I mean, we played it before. Some people have bad days here and there. So I think Bryant takes it once again. Arturo has clearly shown he has dominance over Colin Laya. Colin's a really nice guy, good at 4-wall. But
Yes.
Arturo takes, and our doubles teams are just really good.
Very good.
We get Panton to lock in Sebastian. He's always on that timing.
Yeah.
We got that. Both doubles. I will be coming for my revenge. Me and Maverick were cool. I respect the guy, but I will be indeed trying to win 100% all the way.
Yeah, I think Bryant will take this one. Our strength there is definitely the doubles. At least one singles will go 3-2. Hopefully we'll go 5-0. Won't be easy to do that. We didn't do that the first
No.
time.
It will not be easy, but that's the goal. That's
Yep.
the objective. I think we'll get it done.
Ourselves to,
Should be a good quarterfinals, and would be good to see Cardozo at IS10. Yes. Okay, we've got Bayside versus Queens Tech.
Wee mama.
Hey, okay, we can have an okay conversation.
Another great game for Lalo.
I think I think I don't know. John Medina. John Medina. Out of all the people, he's always on it. He always wants it. You know, and like surprisingly, you wouldn't expect it, but him and
Johan.
Lalo always neck and neck, neck and neck. You know,
He's gonna play
maybe
Johan, but yeah.
he hasn't beaten Lalo yet, but of course, you know, he shows that he has the capability to really be a top player
Yep. Yep.
every single time.
Yep.
You know, so I think Johan versus Medina is a really close game overall. You never know.
I would like to friendly disagree. I think I'm gonna. I love Medina. Great man, great father, great mother, all lovely people. But when you look at these advantages and disadvantages, it's at the Queens Tech courts. Medina's never played Lalo, never played Johan. It's the Queens Tech crowd, the Queens Tech sun. It's a lot, and Johan's serve will make Medina run. That's
Yeah, that kid hits hard.
I think
yes.
overall it'll be close game, like 3-2 maybe, and like the second doubles because Bayside has a pretty good doubles team. I don't think doubles will make it though against Queens Tech's.
But
But a close game. This is a close game. Maybe Dash could be on his timing again. You know, 21-4 Lalo. You never know. But overall,
yes,
I think just QT.
I want to see that. I want to see that Johan Medina game.
I do want to see that, Joe.
I want to see Medina versus Johan serve. I want to see those two serves, man. That
But
was
you know, Medina
very
has.
very.
He
What?
might say he might look down on himself, you know, on his build, but of course, you know, he's always there putting in the work.
Guys,
Unbelievable hustle. Unbelievable hustle.
sometimes nice guys don't finish last.
Mm-hmm.
Really close game.
I have it. I have it. Queens Tech 4-1 or
Yes.
5-0. Also dependent on the Medina Johan game, but I'm.
Yeah, I think I have Queens Tech 2, 3-2,
Yes.
3-2 maybe overall.
I think the Quelly versus Jason Medina game is going to be a little closer than we think, but I do think Quelly has it at the end of the day.
Probably is more, you know.
Listen, Quelly, Sebastian versus Jason Medina, 21-12. Sebastian versus Quelly, 21-19. Sebastian lost. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, that too. He's played both of them. I'm gonna go. Yeah, Queens Tech here for sure for me.
Well, it's a good game though. It's gonna be a good game.
Very good game.
These are
overall.
like two giants. Yeah, two giants going up against each other for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I do think it's going to easily be Queens Tech here to win overall. But
Too many advantages.
Yeah.
Too many advantages.
Yeah, the home courts are really something else.
and Medina has to win that game for Bayside to even have a chance. For me, it would have to be Medina, the other
Second
Medina,
doubles.
the other Medina,
Maybe.
and first doubles. I don't think.
Medina
Really?
or either Jason, like both Medina.
Yeah,
But you
both
never know.
Medinas and probably first doubles.
If John can push Jason to like really, really put the work in, I think solid opportunity they have right here.
Kubal has a lot on his hands.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Feeling the
It's a
wrath of these Queens Tech kids, but he's seen them at Invitational, so
Yes.
he has seen them at
Kubal
Invitational.
is very smart. He's a great coach. Another Mount Rushmore coach.
Yes,
but once
sir.
again, only Medina shows up and plays those games.
Yep.
What can I say?
We have told
Both
Medina
Medinas
many times.
Don't
We-
discriminate.
Yep.
Jason.
Yep, for sure. Both Medinas. We've told both Medinas many times. Bring your team. Let's have some games at IS10. Okay, let's move on to semis. First one up
Oh
is
yeah.
we've got 3 Queens 1 teams and 1 Brooklyn 4. I want to say Brooklyn 4 team. It is Brooklyn 3. Sorry. But we have the first one. It's Aviation versus Midwood.
I think. Never mind. I think Aiden takes it. You know, I was gonna make a case for Aiden. I was gonna make a case for third singles.
Aiden versus Juan.
Well, I don't know. I think Aiden and Juan have very similar play styles, but overall, Juan just
The biggest tip I can give to Aiden: don't rally with one. Don't rally with him.
Also, Aiden is like obviously I lost to Aiden. You know, Aiden is like really
Who
like
did it to those two?
Ouch.
Aiden gets in his head. You know, if he feels like he's playing bad, he will lose, But once he gets back into it, and if he gets back into it, he will play better. But overall, I think Juan. And then obviously you have Max Perez, arguably number one best PSAL player currently. So,
Um, Max Perez, nothing to say on him. Juan, so much playoff experience and so much under pressure playoff performance experience. We also get into the conversation that these teams, Aviation has played on the Bayside courts. I'm not sure if Midwood has. No, Midwood has, but listen, it's under pressure. They're more used to it. I think it's gonna be a 5-0 all around.
I also have Aviation. It's either 5-zip 4-1, and the only one that I really think has a good chance, or like a decent chance to win, is second doubles. That's all I got. If not, then it's Aviation 5-zip. Once
I
again.
think it's 5-0.
Oh yeah. If I had to guess, I would go 5-zip. They're just really solid kids. It's just, everyone's back. It sucks for us, but 5-zip. Yeah.
All right.
All right, boys. No offense taken here. We have to be brutally honest. I will go third. Bryant versus Queens Tech, the other semi.
We'll go. Eric, you want to go first or want me to go first?
You want to go?
I'll go first. Okay.
And I just want to say, you don't have to say too much information because obviously we've talked about it ourselves and we don't want to give out too much information. I mean, you could. It doesn't matter. It's just our synopsis on this and matchups.
I think Lalo has another good game on his hands. This is like the fourth good game he has. But that serve, man, that's something else, man. I think Lalo.
There are a lot. What is it? A lot of like.
I think it's my turn to speak, so I think you should just wait your turn. Lalo Erick at first singles 21-5, 10. I'm not sure 5. Lalo and Erick at second singles 21-3. Money was lost that day. Yes. Lalo, Johan, I think they're going to be wins. I think Andy's been at practice. Andy has been training. Andy's been serving real hard. It's going to be a close game. That's a coin flip. That is another coin flip. First doubles. A lot of things went wrong that day. We had a handicap basically for the first half. Second half was a small argument with the crowd and QT. But the first doubles of Bryant does win. They have done it before. I've seen better Sebastian, better playoff experience, has played at Bayside. Pancham has been to Bayside. First doubles is going to be Sebastian Pancham. Second doubles, Zenith and Raekwon. Another close game, 21-19, I believe.
Was with Ariel, though. And Ariel...
Was with Ariel. That is true. That is their third singles. Old first singles.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it was at their courts with new players. We got 19. And that was another handicap. I think Zenith and Raekwon had that. Now, that last game...
may involve a lot of pressure.
A lot of things went wrong during that third singles game. I'm gonna take a non-biased opinion. I think I got myself. I have been. I won't say too much, but I'm hungry. Clearly, very hungry. For the win. I got myself at another 21-15 win. I think Bryant goes into the finals. That's all I have to say.
I believe so. It will happen. That third singles, first doubles, second doubles, of course. I will try my hardest no matter what. After the third time in a row, But I believe we'll make it into the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys made it easy for me. You guys said, okay, cool. You want me to be on? So I'm gonna give my honest opinion based on based on if everyone's at their top and it's not like everything going our way, right? Because we know that this is going to be our hardest matches. This is our biggest match of the season, right? And that this would be our biggest match of the season. But if I'm going to and I know we can win. For sure we can win. Like the 5-0 at Queens Tech really sucks, but you can see some of the scores are close. They should flip the next time around. But if I'm going to go with like what I've seen from both players at third singles and just like if again, like I said, everything has to go our way, right? We know that. But if just one thing does not, at any match we want to win, right? We're going to lose. So with that being said, I actually was going to take Queens Tech on everything. I not saying that I think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to like I know we can win and I want us to win. I don't want you guys to feel like like I'm just saying whatever, right? That we're going to lose. We're not, right? Like I'm not saying that at all. We can win. But I'm just saying that on paper and thinking about the skill levels, I have Queens Tech going. All right. And
When will
remember,
this be posted?
maybe tomorrow morning. And remember, if you're out there listening, don't get offended. Prove us wrong, okay?
Yeah, that third singles.
That third singles on Bryant. If you are
It
watching,
goes both ways.
don't get offended. Prove me wrong, all right? I had Queens Tech going into the final. I was gonna say Queens Tech. I really was, but
Well, it's a 2-3 decision. Brian's going to go into the finals.
it is a 2-1 decision. Yes, 2 out of 3 decision. We are taking Bryant. Okay, so we have our finals. So according to you two, it will be Aviation Bryant, a
How
rematch
about just
of the
just to
finals.
just to humor you, we will talk both outcomes. Talk an aviation Brian finals, and then we'll talk an aviation QT finals, and then we'll end off the day.
Sure.
We'll start with the fake one. We'll start with aviation and QT.
Okay.
You know,
You want me to go with this one first?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go down the list. Max versus Johan. It's Johan's first year playing small ball. I know he's good at big ball. He's like one of the best players at big ball. Small ball is a different story, and this is going to be a final setting. None of these kids have gone past quarters. It's a playoff setting. Once again, the pressure will get to them one game at a time. I think Max will take Johan. And Juan versus Lalo is definitely going to be tough. Definitely tough. They did not meet in the regular season, right? So Juan might have seen Max smoke this guy and might take it a little lightly, right? I know Juan is out there. If he watches this, I actually have Lalo in this one. Okay? I have Lalo here. Third singles. Third singles, Brandol Quelly. Brandol versus Quelly. That's and I'm just basing this off of what I saw when he played Sebastian this year. And he destroyed Sebastian. Right? He was serving it everywhere. Deep, short, low. I know Quelly is King Quelly. I take Brandol on that one. Okay. The first doubles. The first doubles. That's tough, right? Like we gotta respect QT Chris and we gotta respect um, Kevin. I think if they figure out things early, because I don't think they've really played against each other, or if Alex was watching some of those doubles games with QT Chris and oh wait, did they play?
Yes, they did play.
They did play. Actually, let's go take a look at that.
The aviation had a full roster against Queens
Yes.
Tech.
Yes, they did. Yeah, I would take Albert and Alex in this one. Yes, I would take Albert and Alex. That's already 3-1 Aviation. So you see where I'm going with this.
If I had to add something,
Mm-hmm.
pressure is high.
Yeah.
And QT and Chris and pressure is not something I want to see if I was Tom DeVoe.
Mr. Grimm will not be. He's not.
Yes.
It's no secret there was a little small incident at QT. If that happens, that's an automatic disqualification.
Oh, yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
If I was Tom DeVoe, I couldn't stress it harder with QT Chris.
Yeah.
This is the finals. This is your
Granted,
last
Gotta
year.
stay composed. Gotta stay composed, no matter what.
this is also not even their actual.
But I
Especially,
will agree. I will agree with Securing. If QT, Chris, and Kevin find that rhythm at Bayside against Aviation and they ride it until the very end, I think QT will have at least one win that day. 21-17. Very, very close game.
hmm and then this last one right here, I think Ariel makes a big difference. With either of these two guys, I think Ariel does make a difference here. I'm surprised this was actually a blowout to 21-7. I actually have Queens Tech with this second doubles here, over Brandon and Jonathan. Maybe John had a bad day against Raekwon that day, or Raekwon's actually way better at singles and doubles. I don't know, whatever it is. But regardless, I have this at 3-2 Aviation. It's gonna be closer than we think. Johan's gonna make a big deal, dropping everyone down, and Ariel coming down to here. Singles got way stronger. Second doubles got way stronger.
That 21-7 is concerning.
I think coaches, like you said it before,
I think QT has a
Discipline
glimpse of light. QT had just as much of a chance as Aviation, in
Yep.
my opinion. It's
Yeah.
a coin flip. If everything goes right,
Yep.
with QT Chris, with that second doubles, with Lalo,
Yeah.
which should be a confirmed game, this is a coin flip finals.
Yeah. Without Johan, this makes a big deal. It won't be 5-zip the next time.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the biggest factor, playoff experience, Bayside court experience.
You have Aviation?
3-2 Aviation.
3-2 Aviation.
Yeah.
I have a little bit more confidence on their doubles teams. I think it might go 4-1, only because the doubles teams are really strong.
Let's go the other way now. So let's say we have Aviation versus Bryant in the rematch that you guys believe will happen.
Yes, it will happen.
Yes, sir. We'll go back to this game that we played during the regular season where they were missing Max. What happened here? Where they I clicked the wrong one. Where they were missing Max and we were missing Andy, Pancham, and we were missing 4 people. Andy, Pancham, Raekwon, and Zenith.
You gave up on the second. You just put random people.
Well, don't say give up. But yes,
Random.
that's what I'm saying. So if we had Zenith and Raekwon or whoever we were supposed to put in here, it could be a different story. For sure. We can mention that. Well, what do you guys think? You guys go down the line.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. And like I said, Andy's been at practice. You guys think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm being dead ass. Anyone who's watching Andy's been at practice. He's been wanting it. But the stats don't lie. We saw what happened in the finals last year. Andy's hungry, but Max has just been dominant for so long. The serve is crazy. The power is crazy. As Shakiran's quoted himself, the arm is a rocket. I'm going to give it to Max 21-20.
Yep, 21-20. Close game, 21-20. I like that. Let's go, Andy. You heard that?
Juan and Erick Heras.
Want me to talk
Arturo
about
at Randall. Okay. So we're going to skip that one too. Sebas and Pancham versus Badinsky and Mercado. Badinsky hates his guts. It's no lie. Badinsky hates Sebas' guts. I do think, in my personal opinion, after Sebas is trolling in the ref, Badinsky is hungry. But Sebas has done it before. He can do it again. 16-6 or 5 or 4 comeback, and the pressure was on. Although I would say Pancham is not the number 4 player in the city. He's no Alex Salas. Pancham. But like I said, we said it in practice before, it's going to be a close game. But I think Badinsky is gonna crack. I think one of them is gonna. One player in that doubles is gonna crack. I don't know. We don't know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be someone. I'm gonna take the odds and take it's gonna be Aviation. I'm gonna have Sebas and Pancham winning their game 21. No, I'm joking. 21-17. Very, very close game. Now, second doubles. This is the most interesting game. None of these guys have played the other one before in the regular season. Zenith and Raekwon have figured each other out. Zenith and Raekwon are the second doubles. Zenith played first doubles for so long, he was dominant, won almost every game, and got moved to second doubles after Andy and Pancham came back. That's incredible. Raekwon figured out his serve slowly, but has figured it out, and is working on his rally game, and it's getting. Also, we're gonna go to stats. Raekwon has beaten John. We've seen it. I've played Osorio. I've played Raekwon and Zenith. I think it's just a clear win to me. Just Raekwon's serve, Zenith's rally, Raekwon's put away. When he puts it away, he puts it away. Second doubles win. Now it's going to come down to that Brando versus Arturo game. We all know that. Let's not get it twisted. I think the serve in that, both serves in that game is going to make the difference. According to Zakirin, he has a crazy serves, plural. But, 21-19 on Medina, I'm going to call myself.
I feel confident against Juan for me, regardless of whether or not we both had slow starts in like the last game. I feel more confident against Juan than I do against Lalo. But I feel like we keep working towards it. Juan's too busy cutting hair. And I want it. I really want it.
Yeah, I feel like all jokes aside, Erick Heras is a great player. I think with just the right elements and just the right circumstances and just amount of motivation and locked in, I do think Erick Heras can take the win home for us against Juan Furman. It's storybook. Got shit on all year. Has lost all year. But when it comes down to the finals, I think Erick Heras becomes a demon. And I will go with that. I will die on that hill.
100% all the way. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Come on.
Yes, sir.
3-2. Bryant. Simple. It's what's going to happen.
You got that too, Eric, or you got 4-1, Bryant?
I have 3-2 one way or another. Either I lose or Arturo loses, but 3-2 overall, we win.
Nice. And I think we can end at that. I have it pretty much how you guys have said it. I think you guys did a great job previewing that this finals if it was to be us versus Aviation. But like I said, I'm going with the paper for now. Like I said, just for the preview, right? And you guys are saying you're confident that if we're talking about just straight up the statistics or what's already happened or just by skill level on paper, everything has to go right our way. If one thing doesn't go right our way, it's the same exact case as the QT game. And with that, if things don't sway, if every single thing doesn't sway our way, we're not going to win. So I'm going to go with, just for the sake of it, let's say one thing just doesn't sway our way, I would say we lose 3-2. And Aviation's going to three-peat, regardless of who's in the finals. But regardless of who they play, I think we're all in agreement Aviation has a cakewalk, well-deserved, to the finals. I think they're pretty much getting a cakewalk. And when they do get to finals, the team that they play, whether it's us or QT, will definitely give them a harder time the second time around. And that other team is going to be more hungry, which is us or QT. I think Aviation will still pull it out. Just just again looking at if we're talking about just on paper, what's happened, what we know about each kid. But obviously, we have a chance, right? Like I think we have a chance. So even if it's Bryant AV, once again, I think we know which three I feel have to are gonna win, right? If we win. But again, it's the same thing exactly what Erick said. It's gonna be 3-2 either way, and one of you guys will win. I believe. We just don't know which one. Statistically speaking, if you're talking about someone random to like just look at the stats, look at the paper, look at all the research, we don't win, right? And it's hard to face, but it just makes us hungrier, and that's why we're gonna want it more, and that's why we will win. Okay, it's just some things to think about. All right, so you guys have Bryant as the champions. Great, no bias there. That's what you really think. I think probably Aviation, but we have a chance. And QT has a chance too. We all have a chance. The top three teams. I think realistically, only us three will probably have a chance, and that's because teams like Midwood will have to go through AV in the semis, and then everybody else like the five and the five has to play the four, right? So one of these teams, yeah. So Midwood would have to go here, and then all the other good teams like Dozo, they have to play us in quarters, and then if they somehow beat us, they have to play QT in the semis. The other team with Bayside, if they somehow beat QT, they have to play us, and then they have to play AV, which is nuts, right? And then everybody else on this AV side is, I don't think they have a chance, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a good preview. Good preview. We can look back at this and see how it goes. We know the players to look out for. We know the teams to look out for. I think this bracket's great. I think the bracket looks exactly how it should, except for a couple of teams, but it's not like the commissioner's fault. It's just records and how it looks like with who they play. LIC 6-4.
LIC will make that upset.
Yeah.
That first round upset.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the team to look out for. They'll probably hit quarters. I think everybody else though, 1-8, besides Stuyvesant, I think we all thought should make quarters. So that's spot on. I think we're picking chalk, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. Any closing thoughts?
I think we need a new coach.
Whoa.
Trolling. We wouldn't trade anyone for anyone.
Thanks. Not even Mike. Not even Mike.
I mean,
right.
Man, I'm at a loss for words, man. That last part broke my heart. I will be crying soon.
All in all, though, this should be a good playoffs. Tomorrow the boys round start, right? The boys first round starts. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, so we should have a good game. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see if we're right or not, especially about these two games and so on and so forth. All right, guys. So that's it. Let's see how it goes, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.